Hey, what's up, YouTube? What's going on out there? Out there in this digital matrix, I guess whatever you want to call it, demiurge or whatever. I guess we got demiurge online, and we got the demiurge just out here in reality or actuality. So, looks like we are a humanity, we are a civilization that repeat itself as far as time cycles. Studying cyclomancy, you'll get a better understanding of cycles and how the universe goes in circles. Just another way of saying energy never dies. And we have to break that cycle. If we want to get breakthroughs, you want to break down the universe, if you want to break down this nature, this thing called nature, this demiurge, this matrix. If you want to break down the darkness, if you want to be able to light up and see your way through this physical world, we have to break cycles. Just because it's a cycle, that don't necessarily mean it's a good thing. That don't necessarily mean it's a good thing for you. Some cycles represent status quo, and we all know what the status quo is down here on this planet as far as who you are. We all know what's going on. We all can see. It doesn't matter if it's political, it doesn't matter if it's spiritual, it doesn't matter. At this point in so-called consciousness, at this point in your metaphysical and esoteric studies, you should be able to see through and be able to see through all the curtains that's being pulled over your eyes. And mainly, this information, this metaphysical information, esoteric and all this stuff, this red pill information is that's the whole point of it, is to remove the blinds that's covering up your inner eye so you can see through this so-called illusionary world. And the reason why I say so-called is because everything you see is not an illusion. You know, we're not talking about every single thing. But, okay. Whatever. Anyway. So yeah, you know, back to what I was saying. Everything you see is not an illusion, but you know, there's more under the surface, more where we scratch the surface. You know what I'm saying? And this red pill information, you know, cyclomancy, metaphysics, esoteric information, whatever alternative information, especially dealing with, you know, this information we're dealing with, it's supposed to open up your inner eye and help you see through the visible world, this world we live in today, because there's more under the surface. So it's not saying everything is an illusion, but there's more, you know, to what's going on under the surface, you know. And across the board, more and more humans are waking up on certain levels, whether it's spiritual, political, etc. And that's what it's supposed to do. So this awakening period, this information age, it's really for everybody. It's really for everyone who is on a certain level, who's searching for knowledge and understanding, and it's really for everyone that's on the mundane level too. I remember in some of Bobby Hemmitt's lectures, he would say things like, "In due time, or in the end times, everything is going to be revealed." And everything is being revealed. All you got to do is just look. Just look. You can just look now and just see, because everything is in your face now. You know, what the old saying. Once you search for knowledge and once you find knowledge, you will be disturbed and distraught, and you'll be traumatized at what you see. I'm pretty much past that part. When I got this information, this was about 6 or 7 years ago, maybe a little longer, give or take. I was excited. And then as time go on, studying Gnosticism, studying Hermetic texts, studying these different metaphysical, esoteric books and information, as time went on, I became disturbed. Okay? And let's say I was disturbed a little longer than me being excited. You get excited when you find something new, especially for us, those of you who love to learn, who love this. You know who I'm talking about. Those of you who love knowledge. You probably got books you buy you haven't even opened up yet. That's how I am. I got books I haven't even opened up yet. It's all metaphysical type shit. I got one book, Ye Are Gods by Anna Lee Scarin, I believe. I think I read a few pages. I'm still working on the Hermetic text. I'm still working on the Gnostic text. I'm still working on Cyclomancy. This information is so vast. So because of that, everything is going to be revealed. And depending on what level you on as far as your consciousness, and as far as information, depending on what level you on, because knowledge is energy, and knowledge, at this point you should understand that knowledge doesn't necessarily mean having a college degree or whatever, etc. Now, by all means, go get your college degree. I'm not saying go get it. Do whatever you need to do to better your financial situation, so you can have some thicker toilet tissue to wipe your butt with. Well, other than that, this particular red pill metaphysical esoteric information is to help the inner self, the inner eye, that the da. That's what the Kabbalah calls it. This is to help that inner development of your inner soul, your inner eye, so you can see through this so-called illusionary world. Okay? Everything is going to be revealed to you. It's just up to the human, up to that person, how his soul or his or her soul is going to interpret this stuff. This is why this metaphysical information is kind of crazy. If you notice the so-called conscious community, you see how chaotic it is. This old woke nation now now it has a negative connotation to it, because this whole woke nation thing, or whatever you want to call it, it took a turn to the left. The left-hand path on the metaphysical aspect is right brain thinking. You got to understand, this is esoteric, red pill, inner eye, inner knowing. If you are left-handed, you are a right brain thinker. Your brain is on the inside, right? Okay. There's certain stages we got to go through. Oh, well, the brain is against you too. The brain is a demiurge. Yes, it is. That's actually a good thing. The brain is the matrix. The brain is the demiurge. That's a good thing in a way. It's a bad thing, like you say. Like I said, when you get into this, you're excited. But as time will go on, you're going to be disturbed, because you're going to see and understand what is opposing you as far as what you desire and what you're trying to visualize and who you are and what level you on as far as consciousness. Consciousness has to be developed, just like your mind, just like your soul. The soul is not something that tells you how good a person is. Oh, I'll put this on my soul, this is this way. That's a wrong interpretation to the fullest. The soul is another word for consciousness. It has to be developed. So whatever level you on as far as development, as far as your mind, that's how you're going to interpret this great truth awakening. Because, like I say, the truth is basically right in front of your face. It's just up to your inner eye and up to your inner knowing to interpret that. Okay? And then again, this is why this stuff has so many different costumes as far as when you look at the so-called conscious community. Everybody's not on the same level. Everybody's not going to see this, so there's no such thing as one eye. We have to develop one eye in order for things to be the way the Tower of Babel talks about. That was when humans had and developed one eye. They were advanced enough to come together, no matter what physical aspects they had at the time. Physical aspects as in white, black, whatever your case is. And if you notice how mundane that is, if you read any type of ancient books, ancient knowledge, ancient information, those people back then did not refer to themselves by their skin color. They didn't lavish themselves in that. That's ego. So they were more advanced as far as developing one eye. And that's when the gods, or these entities, or these demiurge archons, or these demiurge beings became alerted of our, well, I'm not going to say our, but they became alerted of the human and their rise. So, yeah. So, this is what all this is about. Okay? And I'm here just sharing my experience. Okay? I know that I am not a teacher, but I can at least share with you my experience on this path as far as what I'm experimenting with, reading, so forth and so on. Okay? some of you are reading the same things and you're coming up with your own understanding, and that's good. I'm just here, just shedding light. Hey, saying, hey, I'm on this path, driving this truck here. I'm on this path. Okay. Those of you know that on this path, you know how it is. You know it can be challenges, it can be obstacles, it can be all that. And we have to develop that Ganesh inner knowing, that Ganesh inner eye that deals with Ganesh, the crossroads, helps you develop that inner knowing so you can see and get ideas and get things done. I remember on some of Bobby Hemmett's and C. Freeman L's lectures, as long as you are down here, as long as you are waking up here every day, something needs to be done. Something needs to be done. There's work that needs to be done. You got to go to work. You got to do something. If you don't do nothing down here, you won't develop anything. You won't develop much of anything as far as who you are and who you trying to become. You're just going to keep being reborn and being reincarnated down here. And that's how that is. So, there's a lot going on, and I know I haven't posted a video in a long time, and I know I keep saying that, but I wanted to make this video because, like I say, I'm sharing, and I want to be able to touch bases with you guys. And like I say, all I'm doing is sharing my experience and telling you what's going on my left-hand path. And like I said, the left, as far as physical, the woke nation has a bad connotation now. So, and that's because things are being confused and misconstrued on purpose. On purpose. On purpose. This is a ball of confusion by design, and it's basically the way things are being done in the cosmos. If you read the Hermetic text, it talks about that. Okay, it talks about these beings, these antagonistic entities that are jealous of humanity in all aspects of life. They are jealous of you in all aspects. And that is because they will never be able to experience humanity. They'll never be able to really experience actually just being down here. So that makes you more superior than them in all aspects. In the Gnostic text, it says that humans are the parents of these gods, of these archons, of these entities. Because we create entities with our own minds. Some of us create these entities through emotions. It just depends on who you are on the inside and how you interpret and how you react down here in this physical body. You got a lot of people saying that, it doesn't matter what you eat, it doesn't matter, in my experience, it does matter what you eat. In my experience on this path, it does matter if you exercise or not. Okay? Every superhero or supervillain that you know in the comic books studies some type of alternative knowledge as far as metaphysics, science, esoteric, masonry, something, okay? Every supervillain or every superhero you know does that. Got some type of secret knowledge or laboratory that they attend to. Okay? There's secrets to this type of stuff. Because they understand that in order for them to obtain what they have to study the science of self. This is what C. Freeman Nell was trying to convey. And this is the biggest fallacy. That's the biggest fallacy as far as the cosmic joke, is to get you to not focus on the science of self. That's the biggest fallacy that we have down here on this planet. And you have beings on this planet, I believe, like myself and others. I know a couple people in my family, and just some of you guys out here sharing this information. Some of us, like yourselves and myself, are down here that still retain a small particle or partial of light of once who they used to be. Because humanity symbolizes ignorance. Humanity symbolizes childlike, perpetuated energy. And it represents darkness. And that is everything that this particular entity that resides over this place, and in some humans. Okay? We do have millions and millions and millions of humans that are on this planet. That is the physical aspect of what is, that is antagonizing the true soul. I'm going to say that one more time. There are millions and millions of millions of humans that those entities reside in that are here to antagonize every aspect of the true human soul. The true human soul represents the one true God. The other guys, the other entities that are up there or around you can never actually be you. They can't even kill you. They can only irritate you and influence you emotionally. And that is what's going on today. It's going on all aspects in this society we live in. Okay? So, by all that being said, I want to talk about a few things today. One of them being cyclomancy. The other, just esoteric, metaphysical information. And the other, semen retention, or another name for it is, what's the other name for it? I got the book. Blah, 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 blah. I can't think of it right now, but it'll come to me. But, Taoism. Taoism is semen retention or retrograde ejaculation. But basically, to simplify that, all it really means is teaching a man to have multiple orgasms without actually losing semen. Okay? All of that stuff is important. Okay? They even have techniques for men who can't master the technique of semen retention. They have techniques where you can use where you can ejaculate and return the sperm in a way. There's a book out there called Taoism, cultivating male sexual energy. Montauk Chia. I'm going to talk a lot about that today. I'm going to talk about cyclomancy, the psychic power control by Frank Rudolph Young. All right, and a few more, a couple of metaphysical, esoteric information here. You need to, as a light being, as a universal being, you have to study all that, because everything is basically fragmented and everything is basically just separated into single forms of information. This is why you got one group into one information, you got another group into another piece of information, and they're all pieces and fragments of one whole picture. Okay, and it's up to us as humans to recover and uncover and put it all back together. And I believe a strong part of that is the science of self. Okay? Cyclomancy is nothing physical. It is the science of figuring out what you have and what abilities you have with your inner self. Cyclomancy is another technique amongst other techniques in volumes on how to develop these inner eyes. I remember in my last video, I said that each limb on your body, every limb on your body, represents an inner eye. You can see this if you look up the mythology of ancient Hindus. You can look up Ganesh, you can look up Sarasvati, you can look up all of those deities with the many arms and many legs and many eyes. You see them. Some of those entities have eyes on those many arms and many legs. All that stuff represents third eye, inner eye, information, activation, and knowing. And depending on who you are as a human being will depend on what techniques you have that you can develop. So I am here, like many others are here, to share with you some of these techniques that I have learned and I am still practicing today, and the progress that I make as far as what I'm working on. And my last video, my last two videos I made about cyclomancy. And like I say, cyclomancy is a subject of volumes of inner abilities and techniques that you can develop and learn and develop for yourself to help you better navigate this physical, illusionary, demiurge, matrix, cosmic nature, this cycle of a circle and cycle of never-ending life. This cosmic abortion is what the ancients call it. This cosmic abortion full of feminine energy, okay? Let's not forget the world that we're in today. The demiurge itself is feminine. The matrix itself is feminine. The cosmic energy itself is feminine. Okay? There's nothing masculine. Well, why is there nothing masculine about this place when you got the masculine and feminine? You got to have both. Yes, there is both. But the masculine half is the lesser half of it. So basically, the feminine is the created, the feminine is the creative side of this aspect of world. And just so happened, the feminine energy is the greater micro and macro, alpha and omega. It's the feminine energy. Now, that does not necessarily mean go put on a dress. I'm talking to the men on this one. That does not necessarily mean go put on a dress, wear makeup, start acting like a woman. Feminine energy does not equate to a physical human being. We're talking about pure energy. A man can have feminine energy. Okay? It's just that the female, the physical female is actually, she is the physical aspect of what brings humans forth. So she represents the physical aspect of Yah-Ra, the creator that creates human bodies. You are looking at her every day. Okay? We got to switch this around because the feminine energy is all over this planet and the cosmos. It is the demiurge and the matrix itself. And that power, that feminine power is in all of us. It's in all of us. Even the masculine energy itself has its origin from the feminine omega and alpha or alpha omega half. The feminine itself gave birth to the masculine. So now I understand why Bobby Hemming used to say that the masculine don't exist. And it took me a little while to kind of understand that. But now, like I said, just studying, just getting over my emotions, getting over certain things that I discover that just disturbs me about this place. Once I got over most of that stuff, I started seeing things a little bit more clear. Because like I said, it's levels to this consciousness. And he used to say, masculine don't exist. Like, what do you mean? Oh, I get it. This is energy. The cosmos, the earth, Mother Earth, the cosmos, destiny, everything on the earth on back up to is feminine. Feminine energy. Now, this ain't got nothing to do with feminism. That's confusion. And that's probably the biggest problem that's going to erode, and that's eroding this whole process of woke or being conscious. It's just they are these entities that reside in these humans. They are inflating this fallacy that feminism comes from the feminine energy. So they are inflating the ego, which is a huge ball of organized confusion. It's just to throw off the process of humans rising up and developing one eye in society that will make us impervious to the confusion and all of the heinous crimes that commit against you as far as influencing you to do certain things. Okay. Um. So yeah, you know, that feminine half is residing as the one true soul in a lot of humans. Okay. You got two aspects of the feminine energy. You got this cosmic abortion that was spit out from the cosmos that was complete, and it created a aborted universe. And in order for it to have a functioning cycle of never-ending life, which is hell, it had to steal something original from which it was aborted from. Okay? It couldn't just be aborted and then operate on its own. We talk about something that's aborted. All right? Like Bobby Hemmett say, this world was created out of and from many other primal worlds. Those other primal worlds, over a course of billions and billions of years, what they do is they take a cosmic flush, a cosmic shit. And this is what happened after. No, this is what happened before this particular universe was created. It was aborted from a more complete and larger massive universe. And this is what we are today. And this is why everything is so perfectly imperfect. It's in the Gnostic text about how this place is flawed. It's a perfect flaw. And how do you make a perfect flaw? There is only one way that you can make a flaw perfect, is to make it a cycle. Make it go in circles. That's how you do it. So we are living in a cycle of a aborted entity that wanted to create an aborted universe that she can rule out of her own aborted resources that she got from a primal universe. Okay? And we are dealing with this today. It's all in the Hermetic text. It's all in the Gnostic text. There's no male deity that says that I need to be worshipped and I am jealous. That is a cosmic play out from who and what we are dealing with today as far as this feminine energy and the egos that it play out on planet Earth. Okay? So basically, this is a tyrant that was aborted from a primal universe. And it was advanced enough to create a renegade aborted universe on its own. But in order for it to work as far as a cycle, it needed some batteries. Those batteries are the souls, the few souls that are here on the planet today. Okay? This cosmic drama is playing out on Earth as we speak every day. This cycle, this cosmic cycle that we're going through. And it's just like how, as humans, when we try to break curses, generational curses, a generational curse is nothing more than a cycle. It's a circle. And that's what Cyclomancy have gave me a deeper understanding of that. Okay? And this is why we have to learn these things in order for us to break this cycle, break down this cosmic abortion, because we have to break it down. We have to break this cycle because it is incapable of cycling something new. It's incapable because she was aborted. So she does not have all of the nutrients, she does not have everything it needs to actually have a complete Earth, a complete universe. So she had to bring us down here. She had to give birth to us so we can make this world a better place. But the problem with that is she didn't, now it's in a Gnostic text, it didn't, how can I put this? Because this is serious information here. It didn't realize that not only we were going to wake up to a point and break all the cycles, but she didn't realize that by giving us the gifts that we needed to run this place, she didn't realize that, oh man, I got to keep these particular humans asleep because they have the same power I have. And as a matter of fact, the soul represents something from that universe that aborted this universe. And that is what it is jealous of, and that is what it is very antagonistic against. It knows what you are as far as what aborted her. So she's basically stuck between a rock and a hard place. Do not feel sorry for her because she did not build this place to uplift you. She only built this place for you to be a battery and recharged and be a battery and be recharged and be a battery and be recharged. That's the cosmic cycle. There is no going to heaven for you. There is no going to nowhere. You are a battery and you are a ball of energy inside of a human body, which is a battery. And in order for us to break through, we have to really, really, really meditate and study this shit and break this cycle because she can't do it. She's not capable. Most of her energy went into creating this cosmic cycle, and she doesn't have what it takes to break her own shit. It's up to us. It's up to us. So we got to get down. We got to get down and do it. You know, we got to get down and do it. So I'm here, and like many others, we are doing the work. We are reading, studying, and getting this shit because everything down here is not an illusion. Okay? This is why I am sharing so someone else can be like, oh man, he just said the piece to the puzzle that I needed. Same thing for me. If I'm listening to somebody's, lecture or a podcast, I'm be like, oh shoot, I needed to hear that. I'm glad that person said that, because that's the puzzle that I needed for my missing information. It's good to share and come together and develop one eye. This is what they are against. And believe you me, they are millions of entities that reside in the cosmos. And they don't like you. They don't like humans because they can't really experience what we experience. And they can't really. So, this was a blessing and a curse at the same time. Melanin being a blessing and a curse. And you know, just to clear the air, melanin does not necessarily equate to black people. Okay? I believe Seifer Minel said it himself in one of his lectures. Everything and everybody down here got some form of melanin. Okay? Everybody down here got some form of melanin. If you didn't have any melanin, you wouldn't be able to even be down here. Okay? So let's just clear the air of that bullshit. Let's clear the air of this race baiting bullshit. Let's clear the air of this metaphysical feminism bullshit. Let's clear the air of this bullshit. Okay? The left-hand path represents right brain thinking. So vote for the right people. That's all it is. Vote for the right people. If you waking up on a political level, whatever level you have to know these things because you think this information is not new. This information that we are getting in now is not new. The elites know this. Especially the elites that are trying to control your mind, they know this shit. They know that if the people vote against themselves and if the people are ignorant of self-science, you'll never get anywhere as a people. You're going to keep returning and being recharged as an ignorant, lost soul. You know? You're going to continue the cycle of life, the cycle of pain and suffering. That's what life is. It's a cycle of pain and suffering. So much so that you have to pick a poison. Pick your poison. When you're on this planet, you got to pick a poison. Ain't that fucked up? Ain't it fucked up that you got to pick a poison to live with? So you got to understand why they call this a cosmic abortion. In order for me to live, I have to bite something and kill it. Nature is showing you this every day. So we can't be stuck on our feelings and being left brain on a lot of stuff and doing things in humanity that's going against what you are coming here to do. You see? So, I know I spoke for a while. It's been about 50 minutes. But I just wanted to just share a little bit of that, you know. And like I said, a lot of you guys know what I'm talking about already. I'm just reiterating and sharing what the fuck I'm going through and what the fuck I see and how this information is benefiting my inner soul, my inner eye. Okay? And for the last maybe 2 years, I've been kind of studying Cyclomancy. I've been studying and trying these techniques. My last video, I talked about how I was going to practice seership, which is a form of telling time without physically looking at time, telling time with your inner knowing. You see, and a lot of that has to do with the individual as far as how sensitive that person is, as far as your extra sensory abilities. I think I might be saying that wrong. Hopefully I'm saying it right. Extra sensory abilities. Okay? I'm talking about down to a point where you can be able to say how cold it is outside or how hot it is outside by just feeling, by just being. This is what this information is supposed to do. It's supposed to get you connected, fully connected to all of your organs, all of your limbs, and all of your glands on the inside of your body. The science of self. The main thing of these demiurge and these feminine archons in the cosmos is to get you to not do that. I'm talking about down to every aspect of your human life, even down to the political level, to get you to vote against your own interests. Think about it. If you vote against your own interests, keeping yourself at a certain level, you will never get to a level of comfort so you can focus the mind on the science of self. Okay? This is why you see this going on. So I don't want to hear anything or anybody come on my channel and say, man, that politics don't matter. Politics does matter. Why do you think they have it? Why do you think it exists in the cosmos? Why do you think it exists down here? Because the cosmos allowed it. The universe allowed it. You gotta have it. You gotta have it. You gotta have this metaphysical information. If you don't, then how would you know about inner self science? You gotta have these things. Okay? So please, if you don't have the finances to get the book, there are some lectures on YouTube about cyclomancy. Okay? Or you can just tune into some of my videos. But there are techniques that you can try to strengthen your inner psychic abilities as far as who you are on the inside, as far as developing superhuman strength, as far as developing abilities where you can tell time, tell the temperature, etc., without even looking at the illusionary world. Is to help you function as a fully functional God within your human body. The human body is nothing but the Hermetica in physical form. The Hermetica is nothing but the seal. The seal, the Hermetica is nothing but a seal. The seal is esoteric terminology for the human body. So in other words, the human body is a seal of hermetic principles within the human body. And this information was vetoed from humanity. So these feminine trickster entities can rule your ass. I don't give a fuck how white you are. I don't give a damn how white your skin is. You are subjugated to this damn demiurge. And if you ain't studying the science of self, you won't understand that yourself, as far as who you are on the outside, is a part of the cosmic drama, and you play into it. So please study these techniques. Study the science of self. Just by tuning in, just by talking about this stuff, just by discussing, just by reading and studying this stuff, you break down the darkness of the demiurge. And you get more light and understanding. Light and understanding is nothing more than seeing with your inner self on how to navigate through this bullshit cosmic abortion. Because the way that this place was built was for you to be completely blind and only see with your physical eyes. Therefore, never rising up to do anything with your inner cosmic abilities. And this is what it realized when she took the souls from the primal complete universe that aborted her. She put it into man and became jealous, became aware of the abilities that it had within that human being, and became jealous because of the fact it knows the origin of your soul, and it knows that you will be able to do whatever and anything and everything this aborted entity cannot do. And whatever it can do, you can do better. We can do better. I don't necessarily believe in, because Bobby will talk about how it only takes one of us. I don't believe that. Okay? I got my own understanding. I do believe that there is power in numbers. Look, according to the Gnostic text, ignorance is the ultimate evil. Now think about this. If you have now, and hold on, let me go back. Knowledge is energy. Ignorance is energy. Everything has energy. Okay? If you have 10 people in the room and 8 of those people are deaf, dumb, and blind and ignorant, 2 of those people got some knowledge. It don't matter what ignorance it is. It don't matter what type of knowledge they have. Believe you me. Okay? Believe you me. The energy of those 8 people will consume the light of those 2 people. Okay? There are power in numbers. All right? And I want you to kind of apply that to all aspects of humanity, because all this stuff is connected. You just got to be able to see the ladder. And I'm here to help you see the ladder, that all of it's connected. It's all levels to it. And like I said, when I first got into this about 8 years ago, I was excited because I was getting them some newfound knowledge. I was eating this shit like Cheerios, dude, processing it. Over time, I became disturbed and distraught when I started seeing more and more, when I started seeing the bullshit, the debauchery of this shit. I'm getting over that now. Okay? I'm getting over that. So now and I want to be able to share my experience with that. I'm seeing this like, oh, okay, I get it. I get it. Yes, this is a fucked up cosmic drama. Yes, it's not your fault. But, like I said, everything down here that's outside of you is not an illusion. Okay? We have to put two and two together to make this whole. Okay? In order to do the science itself, you have to be able to read something outside of you so you can understand what's going on inside of you. Okay? So you gotta understand that this cosmic entity, you gotta understand how and why it is the way it is, and how it does not take a break. It does not sleep on keeping you ignorant. It does not sleep on its job to keep you ignorant. And according to the Gnostic text, it created millions of other entities to help keep you in darkness. And it helped to hide information that's on the outside of you to help keep you in darkness. So this is why I say, man, I love the fact that I had enough consciousness in me when I was dead. And I still am. I'm still dead. I'm still human. But I'm just, I'm really proud of myself. See, because you got to have self-love. See, that's one more thing, too. You got to be proud of yourself. Be proud of your pathetic human existence. Be proud of it. Don't be all egotistical. Don't become an egomaniac. No. This information is to help you maintain and get a control and subdue your ego. But what I'm telling you is, as far as self-love, be proud of the fact that you are able to understand this metaphysical, esoteric, red pill knowledge. Be proud of yourself. Be proud that you can see just a little bit. Be proud of it. Be proud of it. Whether you're male or female, be proud of it. Be proud of it. And keep studying. Don't stop. Don't stop on Egyptology. Don't stop on whatever little school of thought that you are in, and it's developing your inner eyes. Don't stop there. Keep going. Because the more and more you do this, the more and more light you shine to the cosmos, the more and more you will see, and you can navigate through this shit. Okay? And you'll be able to see things on a more on a humane level. Be like, oh shit, nah, you're not fooling me with that no more. Oh, no, I know what that's doing. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of this stuff that's to keep you in ignorance and keep you in ignorant bondage is they don't take a break of constantly implementing things in the media, the government, the water. They don't take a day off. So you can't skip, like they say when it comes to exercise, don't skip leg day. Okay? So try not to skip a day where you can just meditate on this for a little while. And it's becoming easier and easier. I don't know if you guys noticed. You could be talking to somebody you know about this type of stuff that y'all can relate on. And it's becoming more easier to get some breakthroughs amongst yourselves. Share those breakthroughs. You know why? Because the demiurge is outside of you. And And I don't know if y'all remember the movie Wrath of the Titans. Okay? But those cosmic entities become weaker when we become more conscious. They get weaker and weaker and weaker. All right? All this stuff is being shown to you. You just got to learn how to work on science of self so you can open up those eyes. And diet does help. Diet does help. It does help because when you're listen. The reason why I say diet helps is because look at the Kabbalah. Look at Daf. Look at how the Jews, which is the Jews, okay? You gotta listen to some C. Freeman now. The Jews are symbolic to your organs. Your organs are in a diagram in the Kabbalah, which is the tree of life, which is Da. Your organs are symbolic to every psychic power that you can develop with cyclomancy. I said this in my last video. When you do the science of self, you will learn that each limb, each organ has an inner eye. Okay? And when your organs are operating healthy, your body will operate on a certain vibratory rate. Your mind will operate on a certain vibratory rate. Okay? Now, Bobby is right when it comes to when you become conscious, what you eat don't matter. He's right, but not all the way. It does matter. If you want to have clear cut and you want to develop your psychic energy within yourself, you gotta develop a better diet and you gotta have some active physical lifestyle. Okay? Like I said before, every single comic book character, whether it's a superhero or a supervillain, they are into some form of alternative self-science. And studying cyclomancy, studying Gnosticism, studying this esoteric metaphysical information helps you develop what's within that this particular archon demiurge's feminine power does not want you to develop. You have the feminine energy in you as well as it is in the cosmos. But it does not have the ability to break the cycle and to blossom into something new. A caterpillar. Only you have that. So as long as we are caterpillars in this knowledge and not breaking the cycle, we'll never come out of that cocoon stage that Bobby Hemmett talks about. Some of us are still caterpillars. Some of us are in the cocoon, ain't even came out. We died in the damn cocoon. We got to start all back over. You see? So, I'm still learning. I'm still studying. I'm still meditating. I am still developing my inner eyes. Okay? And I'm still doing my human thing. I gotta do my human thing. I got mouths to feed. I got a family to take care of. I gotta come out here in the demiurge to go to work. You gotta work. You gotta develop something on the outside so you can know who you are on the inside. So everything about this place is not illusionary. They're just talking about it's more what lies on the surface, way more beneath the surface than what is. And you have to get into the science of self to start seeing what's going on. And cyclomancy is just one of many, many volumes of knowledge just on the planet alone that you can try to develop to get these gifts and activate these gifts. And one way of activating these gifts, even on a mundane level, is studying this information, studying this knowledge. You're breaking this shit down right now. Like I said, there's a lot going on. The earth, the core, is in reverse. I don't know if you guys been keeping up, but I keep up with a lot of science. The core is in reverse. Now, the physical earth has not slowed, has not went in reverse yet. It's still spinning, but the core is spinning in reverse now. Why is that? Okay. Those of you who understand this information knows one thing. As above, so below. But see, even that's misconstrued, because when they say as above, so below, a human is thinking cosmic, whatever's going on in the cosmos is going on the planet. No. When they say as above, so below, they're talking about what's going on right here. The mind is the cosmos, baby. What's going on right here is going on below this hollow earth, this cosmic abortion, okay? Bobby Hemmett told you that that's a cosmic void up there. That's a cosmic void. As above, so below. What's going on right here in the mind is going on under this earth right now. And right now, what's going on? We have a large population of ignorance, which is energy. That's energy in the mind of ignorance, okay? So much so that we see this for ourselves, that humanity is regressing. It's regressing. It's becoming more and more regressive. As above, so below. The earth is going into a regressive state. Now, at this point, we don't know if it's bad or good. We don't know. But all I know is, in my studies, when you focus on the science of self, self-love, you won't necessarily be affected by this evil, ignorant demiurge that is trying its best to influence you to do the same thing. Okay? All right? So something is going on with this place that the damn core, if you do the research of the core itself is not even connected to the earth. It's spinning on its own. That's the soul. The soul, what did Bobby Hemmett say? The soul ain't even connected to the body. It's a small particle of light in your gut, surrounded by shit. It's in that ravenous dragon for all you Bible thumpers. That's all metaphysical, esoteric information. Inner knowing. Your organs. As it is in the Kabbalah, your organs is symbolic to every chapter in the Holy Bible. This is what's going on. As above, so below. So we have a huge ball of energy that symbolizes ignorance. And you got these people, okay? Because we are all connected to this place. So I guess that's it for now, guys. I just wanted to show and kind of just share. Come on here and run my mouth a little bit. I'm still studying. I'm still telling time. I'm still, doing this cyclomancy thing. Whatever you do in cyclomancy, just focus on one technique at a time. Focus on one technique that resonates with you. Focus on that. Master it. Learn it. Master it. Do another one. Or get better at it. Get stronger at it. That's how it is. It's like lifting weights. The more you do it, the better and stronger you're going to get. And like I said, I made a point. Every superhero or supervillain is in some form of alternative, metaphysical, esoteric, self-science aspect. Okay? That's how they got their superpowers. Okay? Can't be a super being doing regular human ignorant shit, following the status quo, following the narrative. That's not super shit. That's not superhuman, super villain, superhero type shit. You're just a sheep and you just following the status quo. No, that's not going to get you anywhere. All right? All right. I want to appreciate all my followers. I want to appreciate all my subscribers. Thank you for responding to my videos. Thank you for coming to my channel. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for your offerings. Please donate to my channel. Please offer whatever you got. $1, $2, $100, $5 million, whatever. Hey, I'm still human, like I say. I appreciate it. All right? We all have to develop our minds, and I'm using my mind to break down, and I'm going to keep doing this for you guys. I'm going to keep sharing with you guys, and thank you. Much love. Peace out.